like this in a long time, and he's 6-0. Okay, down a game though. Down a game though. Martyr of Sands, along with a Ghostly Prison on the battlefield. 2 copies of Mistveiled Plains out there for Logan. And now here's a Thought Scour. Martyr is going to go active, going to reveal a whole bunch of white cards, among them a Celestial Purge, which is an answer to Death's Shadow. And now going to cast it while Kaylee is tapped out. Fair enough. So now Thought Scour is going to resolve 1 and 2. Cerebrations and Thoughtseize go to the graveyard. Now Thought Scour resolves, untap, and draw. Thoughtseize in the hand here for Mullins.
I mean, it's possible that this mono white Martyr deck is just good against Grixis Death Shadow.
Maybe.
Certain cards, the one of the best ways to fight Death Shadow is with powerful enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
And making them pay for their attackers is definitely...
That's a way to do it.
Yeah, it's going to slow them down a lot.
There goes a Purge. I think a Sun Titan might still be in hand here.
It was Path to Exile.
Path to Exile,
yep.
Excuse me. There's Martyr.
He's at 41.
Well, Logan's got plenty of life to work with. That's not the problem. It's can he beat what's going on in Kaylee's hand? She'll draw, picked up a Tassiger. There's a Stubborn Denial over there. There's a Fatal Push in hand. Plenty of cards to delve away. That's not the issue. All right. 2. 3 is a Street Wraith. 4 is a Street Wraith. Looks like 5's a Thoughtseize. So delve those away, play a Tasker. And pass the turn back with Stubborn Denial and a bunch of other stuff at the ready. Looks like there's going to be an activation of Mistveiled Plains, so let's take a look at that card. It's going to put something on the bottom of the deck. We haven't seen that one for a little while.
Oh, man.
So, enters battlefield tapped. It is a Plains, and then put target card in your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Play this ability only if you control 2 or more white permanents. Martyr is 1, Ghostly Prison is 2. Here's a Fatal Push to take care of the Martyr while Logan is tapped out.
No big deal. Just going to end up in the graveyard one way or the other.
Going to search up a Watery Grave to be able to do that. Plains the draw here for Logan.
Yeah, if he has Sun Titan, that is a big payoff card.
No Sun Titan. Kaylee will draw. Attack for 4. Going to pay the cost to get through the Ghostly Prison. A lot of that's going to have to happen. Oof.
Oh.
Squadron Hawk.
And Kaylee's at 4.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's, what year is this?
I love Modern, man. We just see these decks that we haven't seen in forever show up.
Squadron Hawk it's so good right now.
Yeah.
Can't block it if you kill one. Just put it back in the deck.
And search it up again.
Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. Another Hawk. Pass the turn back, 2 mana available for the Mistveiled Plains. Yep, you're going to have to kill them a lot. You're going to have to kill those a lot. Teamer Battle Rage the draw.
Yeah, that's, 1 or 2 more turns. Maybe that'll end this game.
Yeah. Yep, Tasker, nope, not going to pay the Ghostly Prison tax. Need to leave the mana up. So Squadron Hawk's going to go on the bottom of the deck. Get it? Do you get it? You can't kill them all. Do you get it? In. Yeah. 3 to go for Logan Reinhardt. What is that? Ranger of Eos?
Ranger of Eos.
Trigger, search. Sarah Ascendance. I think it's time for Sarah Ascendance.
Well, I like the picture on this Ranger. He's working with a Hawk there.
Yeah, that's just great flavor. And now here are 2 Sarah Ascendants. So here's a Snapcaster Mage going to push a Sarah Ascendant. untap and draw.
Yeah,
Picked up a Death Shadow.
This is pretty cool and flashy out of Logan, but I wonder if it's still just strictly worse than just deploying some more Squadron Hawks.
I think, yeah, I think I'd prefer to go the Hawk route here if I could. Just because, like, I feel like Squadron Hawk is pretty close to the lock. And you can't kill them all.
Yeah.
It's just impossible.
Yeah, you can just keep looping them.
Yeah. So here's an attack. We'll take a look at Sarah's Ascendant here really quick, too. Here's Terminate. Now, as long as you have 30 or more life, it gets +5/+5/+5 and has flying. So, you know, searching for 2 of those and playing 2 flyers that can win the game right away is fine. But, yeah, I'm with you. I think my preference there would have been just to hawk it up and grind you down.
Caw-caw! They're just calling their friends.
You always got to leave 1 in your hand and always put 1 back in your deck so you can always keep going.
Screeching away here.
There's another Squadron Hawk.
Man, what's he playing, like 5 of those? That's so lucky.
5 million. I'm just happy we're going to get a 3rd game. Because, you know, I don't know how this matchup goes.
Who doesn't want to see more of this?
Plus, it's kind of enjoyable just going to try to kill your Squadron Hawks. That's not going to work. Because that's not.
Just every turn.
Yeah. Terminate 1. Cool. Yeah, that's not going to work. So, Logan Reinhardt going to tie things up here with Mono White Martyr as he and Kaylee Mullins with Grixis Death Shadow are going to get ready for a 3rd game.
Yeah, I've been where Kaylee is, where you're just so frustrated. You feel like you're losing to a nonsense deck. But, you know, sometimes people come prepared with a deck like this for a specific reason.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. This is, I imagine that Logan's playing this deck to be able to beat a deck like Grixis Death Shadow. You know, something like a Ghostly Prison, Path to Exile, Wrath of God, all good against this style of deck. Martyr's going to buy you a ton of time with the life gain, and, well, Squadron Hawk is Squadron Hawk. I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, I showed up to a Modern event, one of the Star City Modern events in New Jersey.
Okay.
I believe it was a Classic, and I'm playing, I think, Zoo, green, white, red Zoo, and my opponent just goes turn 1, you know, whichever, one of the 1/1s that gains life whenever a creature comes into play.
Sure, Soul Warden, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's playing Soul Sisters.
Yep.
I'm just like, yep, starting 0-1 in this event.
Yeah, just dead. Just dead.
Just straight dead.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I was dead. I lost.
Soul Sisters is one of my favorite decks in Modern because I think it's truly horrible. Truly horrible. And at Pro Tour Return to Ravnica, I was playing Junt like everyone else at the tournament. I got paired against Soul Sisters, and it's a horrible matchup. So, you know, like I'm in like the back end of day 2 where I can't make top 8, but like a couple wins and I can cash. My opponent just plays a Sarah's, eat something, you know,
sure.
just random Soul Warden or whatever. I'm just like, come on. Like, I'm just going to have to deal with this and lose to this now. And, yeah, I mean, lost.
Like you said, that is one of the more polarizing matchup decks where there's certain matchups. It cannot win certain matchups.
It cannot win. Like blue-white control, it cannot win. It's so hard to win.
But then there's other matchups where it will not lose.
Yeah.
I'm playing my Zoo deck. I'm like, well, I got 4 bolts that I can try to get some of these cards off the table.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I could not win.
Yeah, it's just unbelievably frustrating deck. But this variant of it is 6-0 here, so Logan Reinhardt is doing a nice job of frustrating people. Very quickly, we're going to talk about the Jolly Rover playmat, where September 23rd and the 24th, well, guess what? That's where your Ixalan pre-releases are going to begin, and certain stores have opted to participate in our pre-release playmat program. And for those that have, and you want to find one, go to StarCityGames.com/pre-release is the place you're going to want to go, because those stores have this playmat. It's the Jolly Rover. Again, your Ixalan pre-release is going to take place September 23rd and the 24th. So if you do want to play in a pre-release, that has the Jolly Rover playmat, head over to go.starcitygames.com/pre-release. Register today and make sure you get yourself the Jolly Rover playmat.
Is that some sort of prehistoric dinosaur fish in the water there? I hadn't noticed that previously.
Dinosaur fish?
Well, how would you describe it?
You went with dinosaur fish. Where is it?
At the bottom. You don't see this guy in the water?
There's like a little something there. I wouldn't go with dinosaur fish.
What is it?
No, why can't it just be a fish? Maybe like a whale?
Well, I was wondering how on theme it was for the next set that had
dinosaurs in it.
And pirates.
And pirates. It could be a dinosaur fish.
Oh,
It could
Really?
be.
It could be a dinosaur fish.
I'm throwing you a bone here, okay? I'm throwing you an olive branch.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
I accept.
I'm throwing you an olive branch. Instead of tearing you apart, I'm throwing you an olive branch.
No, tear away, my friend.
No. Could be very nice.
How do you describe that aquatic creature?
I would describe it as exactly what you just said, an aquatic creature. That's what I would call it.
No, I opened the door too wide for you.
You did, and I stepped right in.
You walked right through
I stepped right through. And Inquisition of Kozilek is going to bring Mullins down to 18, and she'll get a good look here at Logan's hand of 2 planes, a Ghost Quarter, a Purge, I believe a Squadron Hawk, and a Proclamation of Rebirth. Going to take the Celestial Purge. I believe it's a Squadron Hawk. I'm not positive on that.
It looked like a relic to me, but...
Well, I think a Squadron Hawk was just drawn. All right, well, there's Relic.
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Sometimes it is.
You know, 1 mana artifact, it could look like a bird. Or an aquatic creature.
Yes, we've come full circle, which is important. That is important. Mullins will simply pass the turn back. Going to lose that Inquisition of Kozilek. Let's go over to Logan.
And this is
Squadron Hawk.
This is max punishment here because Kaylee chose not to play
The Thoughtseize.
the Thoughtseize that turn. And now the Hawks are just going to all chain into each other.
I love that max punishment is Squadron Hawk resolving. In this matchup, it definitely is.
It is max punishment.
It definitely is.
It was Ancestral Recall and a creature.
Yeah. It is 100% max punishment not casting the Thoughtseize.
If Mullins knew that that bird was on the other side.
Definitely Thoughtseize it.
Yes.
Yeah. Were you playing much during the days of Callblade?
No.
No?
That was actually one of the points where I wasn't playing much Magic at all, and I would watch coverage, and I was just like, this seems like the most miserable. Like, the decks are so complicated that the better player is going to win so much of the time.
Callblade was unpleasant. Unpleasant in how good it was. Proclamation of Rebirth is going to bite the dust. And the worst part, Squadron Hawk was just like this unassuming, super annoying sword-carrying threat.
Yeah, it did everything for that deck.
Yeah.
It got shuffled back in with Jace and then searched up again.
Yeah, unbelievable card. There is Martyr of Sands. Pass the turn back. We go back over to Kaylee Mullins.
I wonder if this little Martyr is going to be interested in some beatdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Gain a boatload of life.
Uh-oh. Might be time to attack.
Yeah, get it.
And Logan's going to draw. So beatdowns with the Martyr. Put you down to 13. For what's worth, Kaylee doesn't really have a lot going on. There's a Stubborn Denial, a Swamp, and a Gurmag Angler.
And when Kaylee took the Celestial Purge, I was really expecting a creature to come down a lot faster.
As was I.
But it's possible the Relic of Regena has just jammed up those plans.
There's a Blood Crypt. This is a Water Grave.
It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you leave the Relic, it's going to be harder to play your Delve card. But if you leave the Celestial Purge, you're going to lose your graveyard delving it and then lose your creature.
Mm-hmm. So it's a problem either way.
Yeah.
There goes a Scalding Tarn. Draw a card. Swamp was picked up. So no graveyard. Has a Death Shadow. Does Mullins. And is a 2/2 at the moment. Pass the turn back. We go over to Logan. In for one in the air. That little hit's going to grow Death Shadow into a 3/3. And not willing to deploy anything else. I'm curious.
Well, I think he's on the just blocking life plan in this turn.
With all those Squadron Hawks in hand, Not willing to deploy them just yet. Keep in mind, a polluted delta means that Death Shadow can grow a bunch. It looks like it will.
Yeah, you're kind of walking a tightrope against the Death Shadow deck a lot of the time because you don't want to deal them too much damage and just make all of their cards better. You don't want to make Death Shadow too good. On the flip side, you still want to be able to kill your opponent.
And now here's Gurmag Angler. There's the 5/5. Pass the turn back with Stubborn Now at the ready. Not going to activate the Relic or anything yet is Logan. What is he up to over here?
Yeah, it's very possible we just missed an activation last turn. Could have forced Kaylee to commit all of the mana to deploy the Gurmag Angler.
Here's another Martyr. Pass the turn back.
Very conservative play here.
Another Gurmag Angler to the draw. Here come the Knuckleheads. Is it time to block each? Block one? Block any at all? Normally Death Shadow's turns aren't the straightforward ones, but Kaylee doesn't have a lot going on, so.
Yeah, not a whole ton of cards to work with.
No blocks, taking the damage. Here's a Relic activation. So graveyards are exiled. Logan will have to exile his graveyard. Now here's a Martyr activation. Would have liked to see this during combat if possible. 4, 5, okay, so all the cards are white.
All of it.
Yep. This looks like a bunch of Squadron Hawks, Wrath of God.
But I agree with you. I would have preferred a block, crack my Relic, then gain life off the Martyr.
Yeah. Just seems like an unnecessary hit was allowed. A bunch of life is going to be gained, so that life total is going to change. It's going to be much higher now as we go back over to Logan. He's at 32. Still got to be worried, though, about Stubborn Denial.
Should be, yeah. If his radar's up, he would have seen the one land left up last turn.
And they confirm it, it's actually 42 is the life total now.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
It's not a small number. All right, here's an attempt at Wrath of God. Well, Stubborn Denial is going to counter that.
What artwork is that?
Some like pre-release one, I think.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah. I think I see it in cubes sometimes.
Okay. You just have it all in your repertoire.
Yes. I know all Magic cards, but not my blood type. Yep, it's all up here in for one.
Just the important
yeah.
stuff.
From the Vault Annihilation, Craig. Duh.
Duh. Yeah.
Here's an attack for a lot. But Logan's got a lot of life to work with because, 42.
A small buffer there.
Kaylee's got a land and a Gurmag Angler. The land is a fetch land. And for me, I think you just have to do this.
Yeah.
So I would have sacked the land pre-combat. Would have taken a moment to think the turn through a little bit more so I could get my extra point of damage. Would have been one extra point of land's going to enter the battlefield tapped because you're not beating anything right now.
Correct.
You got an idea of what your opponent's working with because of the Martyr activation, so you just have to get to the battlefield and just cross your fingers and hope it's good.
Ooh.
Looks like Purge may have been the draw. Here's an attack for 1.
Yep, looks like Purge.
3 mana.
Now, if I'm Logan, I want to get another threat onto this board.
Yeah, I want to increase the clock here. I don't like the idea of going towards Ghostly Prison if that's where he's going to go. This looks like it might be an Oblivion Ring. Okay, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I like this line.
Yeah, kill some stuff. That's fine.
That's similar to getting more pressure on the board.
Yeah.
I still think I would have liked one of those and a creature.
Yeah, maybe a Hawk. Down to 26 goes Logan. There's a land. Here's an attack for 1.
Because when he's this far ahead, he wants to give his opponent as few turns as possible.
Yeah, that's the big deal here. It's just cut off the number of draw steps. As there's a hawk.
Keep going. Keep going. Caw-caw. Yeah.
There's a hawk. Yeah, let's play one more. Yeah, let's present lethal.
The whole family.
Yeah. Either you have it or you don't. And as you can see from Kaylee Mullins' hand, she doesn't. In for 5. Yep. 21. Happily take it.
Still over 20.
Yeah. Logan Reinhardt's going to untap.
Let's see if he can get there.
Yeah, I think he's coming in with them all, and he is, and that is going to do it. Logan Reinhardt is going to win this match over Kaylee Mullins. 2-1. Mono White Martyr going to take care of Grixis Death Shadow, and you know what they say. All we do is show Grixis Death Shadow.